Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to a Keelgottime video, and today, because Keel's got some time, we're going to be reacting to the epidemic of performative couples. Without any further ado, y'all, let's get straight to it. Make it Lego. It's by 4D Shams, so let's get it.
And we do this when one of us has like so much love in our limbs that we can't contain it and feel like we're gonna explode. So Sean is having a love surge right now, and he's gonna wrap around me and shake with the electricity of love until I catch it too and start shaking, and then you explode with a love surge.
One thing I can appreciate about that clip is the self-awareness, because I'm glad she acknowledged that that shit was corny as hell. But believe it or not, as corny as it may be, there's millions of people out there who are tuning in for this type of content. The most obviously staged, performative, corny content. I mean, some of this stuff will even give romantic novels a run for their money. And I think the most insane part about this whole thing is that people actually believe clips like this.
And then we were in the car and he was like, okay, well, not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend. So we set a day for 2 weekends, 2 weeks in advance. What he did.
He's zoned out, boy. I mean, we've all been there, bro. It's either acting for the camera or completely just zoned out right now.
Least obvious engagement farming, by the way. Like, let's be honest, bro knows that the women in the comments are gonna be like, oh my god, girl, he's so in love with you. If he doesn't look at me like that, I don't want it. And I'm not even exaggerating either. That's literally how a lot of their comment sections look. Yo, bro, record me looking at her like I'm really in love and you know, I'm so infatuated with her.
Your boyfriend actually likes you. Part 7. Okay.
I low-key wouldn't be surprised if he literally gave the phone to the camera person and told him, yeah, get me looking at her while she's talking like I'm so in love with her, you know, she's got me in this trance. And just look at all the women in the comments falling for this hook, line, and sinker. Girl, whatever you said, he did not hear it. He got 20 birds flying around his head. So this is love. I need a man that looks at me like this. See? They actually genuinely believe this, bro. That's all I want. The love in his eyes for you. And you know, putting aside the fact that they obviously know that the camera's recording, I might actually believe this once or twice. But when your whole page is filled with content that looks like a scene that's straight out of a romantic novel, I'm sorry, I'm not falling for that. And you know, if this was one of those things like WWE where everybody knows it's fake, but it's entertaining and there's like unexpected outcomes sometimes, and you know, it's planned really well so it's enjoyable, I totally understand. But no, there's people who fall for this type of content hook, line, and sinker. That's part of the reason why these couple pages are so popular. When it comes to social media, there's obviously a plethora of different types of content. You got the gaming content, you got the gooner content, you got the family channels, you got the comedic content, and then of course you have the couples content. These couples who basically record their day-to-day.
Yeah, bro, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I think this is just another subsector of couples content. Couples content done been around since content started. I'm pretty sure couples content done been around for time, so yeah, I think this is nothing but another version of that.
Lives and showcase how much they care.
But to be honest, I'm not mad at, bro. Make your content
about each other, all the things they do for one another, how deeply in love and infatuated they are with one another. Some popular white couples include Megan and Jack, Austin and Lexi, Sam and Monica. And then on the black side of couples content, we got De'Ara and Ken, Chris and Queen, Neek and King, Desmond and Christy. Mind you, none of them are still together to this day. And it's crazy because there's a huge portion of these people's fans who actually are surprised that they're no longer together. They're actually surprised that the fake perfect couple persona that they portray online isn't real. And I don't know if it's because their avid viewers live vicariously through them. Like, they genuinely delude themselves into believing that whatever they see on camera is truly how that relationship functions. But the thing is, one of these couples will break up and you'll have people in the comments talking about, oh, I don't believe in love anymore. I lost all hope in love. As if they think that real relationships are like this melodramatic act that they're seeing on their screens. Brief intermission, y'all. I'm here with an opportunity for y'all to make money doing something you probably already do. Play games on your phone. And look, you can use my QR code, and these are make some money. I don't even know why internet couple who recently broke up. And honestly, after seeing clips like this, I don't even know why people are surprised that they broke up. I could have seen that shit coming from like 10 miles away.
I have seen this guy's laugh, and it's annoying as fuck.
Damn.
Bro, I have seen this guy's laugh, and it's jarring, bro. Like, shut up, nigga.
Even know why people are surprised that they broke up. I could have seen that shit coming from like 10 miles away.
Christy, are those tongues?
I'm sorry, but at some point that had to have gotten exhausting. Because imagine every
Right.
single day for years on end, over and over again, you're getting hit with similar pranks, and you gotta walk into a room or walk into your car and act like you don't see the camera.
Yeah, that's bro. It's just a recycle of the whole couple shit on YouTube back in like 2015, 2016. And everyone was doing the 20 pranks a day, same pranks. Everyone's doing it. Everyone that has a couple channel is doing it. And then they're starting family channels when they push a baby out. Like that was the formula. So this is just being recycled now, and it's come back around onto TikTok, I guess.
That's low-key right in front of your face. You gotta pretend like you're not expecting the prank that your partner does about the same time every single week. And on top of that, you gotta act like the joke that was said or made or the prank that was done on you is still as entertaining or funny as the first time it was done. I'm sorry, but unless you're some sort of A-tier trained actor, I don't think a normal person can keep this act up indefinitely. But all that aside, I genuinely do feel like you have to have a certain level of delusion to actually be entertained and believe this level of acting.
Hey babe, are you coming out here? Okay, let's see how long I can keep my hand here while the window goes up.
You can't do that, you're gonna hurt you, break your fingers.
Okay, so dude walks into the garage. She literally explains exactly what she's gonna do, which keep in mind, it sounds absolutely dangerous. So if he wanted to prevent it, he would have
I'm just thinking about, no. I could never be in one of these couples, bro. I couldn't last. I probably got a good month or two of fake videos in me, and then, yeah, nah. You're either gonna have to start making this shit real, like genuinely just trying to prank me. But then if you do that too much, I'm gonna just leave anyway because I'm gonna get annoyed. So yeah, I won't last either way.
prevented it right there. He then proceeds to let her do it, but it seems like it failed the first time because the car seems to have some sort of safety feature that prevents her hand from being stuck. Whole time dude is still standing there, by the way, letting her proceed. And then he goes on to say, you can't do that, you gonna break your finger. And I think like he went off script there and he had to get back on track. The scene switches to the camera that's behind him and he low-key tilts his head, but not all the way so he doesn't make eye contact with the camera. And then he has to do the same, oh no, type of reaction when her fingers apparently get chopped off. Like, bro, this is WWE level acting right here. And there's more.
What is wrong? You need to take off the scales!
When will this stop? Was he trying to send us subliminal messages? And it's crazy because at some point it became so apparent to see the point where he became completely fed up with the process of making content with his wife. I ain't gonna lie, dude was looking like he couldn't stand her ass. And
See?
the thing is, his little default laugh started becoming harder and harder to watch. Like, this dude will go from being dead serious to hysterically laughing with no in-between. And for avid laughers like myself, you know that when you laugh, there's low-key a buildup. At first, the joke sets in, you know, your brain is processing it, and then you giggle a little bit, and then you start laughing, and then there's like the peak of the laughter where like the joke set in and like you completely internalize it, and then you slowly like taper off. You don't go 0 to 100 like this. You see how that low-key looks crazy? And see, there's this thing that I think that people who are chronically online tend to suffer from, and it's something called object permanence. And just to explain object permanence a little bit, it's something that babies have where if they don't see an object or a person, they think it doesn't exist. That's why babies find things like peekaboo so entertaining or sometimes shocking, because you're literally disappearing and then reappearing. But the point I'm trying to make here is that these adults suffer from the same thing. They think because they don't see these couples arguing that their arguments don't exist. They think that since every time time they see them, they're portraying this perfect relationship, that's how their whole relationship is. But in all honesty, if more of these internet couples were transparent, this is some of the things you would see.
Babe, don't touch me in places when I'm recording. Can't even use it because that's weird, babe. We cater to families.
And I think another thing that people need to acknowledge is that at some point these couple pages don't just become about the relationship. Sure, they might start that way, but at some point it becomes a business. Because when you include the views, the sponsorships, and all the above, these couple pages can easily be bringing in millions. So I definitely feel like there gets to a point in the relationship where there's a crossroad. Do we record every second of our day and make content out of it so we can make this money? Or do we try to preserve our relationship and keep it authentic? And of course, there's probably a balance between the two, but I can only imagine.
I don't think so, you know. I don't think so. I think you pick your poison. Shit. I think you're either all in with it or nah, let's just not do this. Because once you start, a good thing is it's not like OnlyFans, you know? It's not like once you start, that's it. It's over with. Like, all your privacy is just out there. No, that's not this. You can start and then not do it. That's perfectly fine. But if you are serious about it and you actually want to start making money and stuff from it, then yeah, it's like it has to be all in or nothing, man. All in on nothing.
It being very difficult to try to maintain that balance, especially as they gain popularity and more opportunities start to present themselves. Like, I can't imagine trying to have an intimate moment with my girl and then like there's a camera right there and maybe we didn't do something right or it didn't turn out as well as it could have, so we gotta rerun it, or maybe there wasn't even a camera involved to begin with but we reenact it so we can get it on camera, and then imagine having to do multiple takes. Those relationships are probably extremely stressful. And I think the archetype of internet relationship that I hate the most is the interracial couple. Whether it's a black man with a non-black woman, where you have a bunch of weird black men in the comments talking about, yeah, if it's not snowing, I'm not going, or go where you're loved, or the other side where it's a...
No, I just thought, why has no couples done the whole, like, they want to be realistic with it. Do when the pranks don't work, or when your husband is actually too smart, or when your wife is too smart, or some shit. Like, if you wanted to do it from a realistic standpoint, I ain't seen no one done that.
Black woman and then a non-black man. And then you have black women in the comments who are congratulating her, praising her for not being with a black man. I think that's very weird behavior. We've already had a content creator get exposed for playing into this harmful narrative. This content creator's whole spiel was that she was a single mother of two, and then this white man came and married her and basically acted like her savior. And then she would later on expose that she was basically funding the whole relationship, paying for everything.
Deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend.
And hey, man, if she's bred it up and she chooses to be in a relationship with him, it's not crazy that she's paying for stuff. But see, that whole relationship got really weird when he did this. Reminder to take care of your families or men like us will. And then he proceeds to show a bunch of white men. Oh, brother. Way to feed into harmful stereotypes. And I think the only other internet archetype that might be just as bad is the pandering boyfriend or husband archetype. These relationship pages where the man will basically act holier than thou, pander up and down to women, and set some of the most unrealistic standards for the regular average man. Dude will post stuff like this and women will eat it up.
100,000.
Bro, don't piss me off.
100,000 to appreciate your loyalty.
Music, because I appreciate your loyalty. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. I appreciate her loyalty. That's the bare minimum.
100,000 because you're an excellent mother. And 50,000 just.
Okay, I can get behind the. If he got money like that, I can get behind the excellent mother. If he got money like that, and Louis V boots actually look tough. Y'all let me know if they're real or not. But yeah, bro, because I appreciate your loyalty. That one got me.
In case you want to splurge on me or something. I love love from the bottom of your feet.
And this nigga in the
Top of your
Adidas.
The thing is, a lot of times this type of content is extremely disingenuous and extremely disrespectful to regular hard-working men. Because no, your average man isn't gonna have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the bank to give away to their significant other. That is by no means realistic. But the men in these internet relationships will try to make it seem like that's the norm, that's the standard. And they largely do this because they know that women will bite. It'll get the views. Women will be in the comments like, yes, that's a real man right there. When I would argue that the man that's working his ass off to provide for his family is just as much of a man, if not more. But with that being said though, that's really my biggest qualms with these internet couples, these internet relationships. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching. I officially start streaming on Twitch this week, and I'll also be dropping content on Instagram and TikTok, so make sure you follow me on all those platforms. Link will be in the description. If you
That's what's up. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to my shit too, please. And yeah, 2 videos dropping every single day, 5:15 UK time. So make sure you pull up tomorrow, because I'll see you then. Peace, love, and prosperity. I'm gone.